Chinese President Xi Jinping has elevated his country's missile forces to a level where they pose an unprecedented challenge to the aircraft carriers and bases that form the backbone of American military primacy in Asia. Many of the missiles in Beijing's arsenal now rival or outperform those of the United States, puncturing the protective umbrella that for decades America has afforded its regional allies South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. Critically, China has forged a monopoly in one class of conventional missiles that enable it to strike at U.S. aircraft carriers off its coast and at bases in Japan or even Guam in the Pacific Ocean. Under a Cold War-era treaty between the U.S. and Russia, neither country has been allowed to develop these weapons. Land-based, intermediate-range ballistic and cruise missiles with a range between 500 and 5,500 kilometers. But China, which is not a signatory to the treaty, has been deploying these rockets in massive numbers. In the event of a confrontation in the seas off its coast, Chinese military say, they now have the means with which to keep American carriers at bay. That is a potentially dramatic development, signaling that China is able to deter U.S. intervention as it expands its control in the South China Sea, steps up naval and air sorties around Taiwan, and extends its operations into areas it disputes with Japan. With the United States suddenly finding itself on the wrong side of the missile gap, American military planners face a new and daunting scenario. The United States, which has long been preoccupied with wars in the Middle East and Afghanistan, is now rushing to claw back the advantage. President Trump announced on February 1 that Washington would withdraw from its missile treaty with Russia in 6 months, clearing the way for the U.S. to begin building the ground-launched missiles banned for more than 3 decades. Indonesia ordered the 8th and 9th Teluk Bintuni-class landing ship tanks, LSTs, for the Indonesian Navy, awarding shipbuilder PT Bandar Abadi a $250 million contract. These two ships, known as AT-8 and AT-9, will have formal names assigned once they have been built. This contract is the first for PT Bandar Abadi in regards to LSTs, probably due to the fact that PT Dakan Perkapal and Kadra Bahari, PTDKB, is yet to deliver the two ships for which it is contracted, while PT Daya Radar Utama, PTDRU, is currently busy building 3 more LSTs following the successful delivery of 2 other ships. Indonesia expects to have 12 Teluk Bintuni-class LSTs in service by 2024, leaving 3 more to be contracted. Specifications of the ships vary. KRI Teluk Bintuni is 120 meters long and capable of carrying 10 Indonesian Army Leopard 2 tanks plus 2 helicopters and 400 personnel, while its sister ship KRI Teluk Lada is 117 meters long and can carry 15 Indonesian Marine Corps BMP-3F vehicles, a single helicopter and 478 personnel. The ships have a top speed of 16 knots and standard range of 6,000 nautical miles at a speed of 14 knots. About 900 soldiers from the Singapore Armed Forces, SAF, and the United States Marine Corps took part in an annual bilateral exercise held in Singapore. Exercise Valiant Mark culminated in a battalion heliburn mission. This will entail joint planning and a deliberate assault by the troops. A U.S. Embassy statement said the exercise was designed to enhance interoperability, build defense capability and strengthen military-to-military relationships between the U.S. Marine Corps and SAF. Both sides took part in live firing, jungle training and urban operations training as part of the exercise. The Republic of Singapore Air Force deployed 4 AH-64D Apache attack helicopters, 2 CH-47ST Chinook helicopters and 2 AS-332 Super Puma helicopters to support the exercise. This year's exercise is the 23rd time it is being held. Last year's exercise took place in August in California and involved more than 1,000 soldiers.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.